Hi, my name is Chloe, and this is my fifth speech. Today my speech is going to be on my mother. She was the one that you guys just saw wearing this striped and gray pink shirt. My mother, Christina Pace, is one of 8 children. She was born July 24, 1960, and is now 49 years old. Her mother was born in Mexico, and her father was born in Edinburg, Texas, in the Rio Grande Valley, located 35 minutes from the Mexican border. Although my mother was born in Plymouth, Indiana, she lived in Edinburg. She, along with her family, were migrants and spent the summer months working in the fields in Argus, Indiana, as well as surrounding cities and towns. They picked tomatoes, pickles, strawberries, and whatever crop was in season. She started working in the fields at the age of 13 to help contribute to the family's income. Her parents taught her that if she wanted something luxury to wear to school, like school clothing in the fall, that she had to work to buy them. This meant leaving the school in May to work and return in August, in time for the new school year. She did this for several years until she graduated from high school. Following graduation, she migrated for the last time to Indiana. When the summer was over, instead of returning back to her home in Edinburg with her family, she stayed in August. She was determined to remain in Indiana, but had no one or any place to stay. She went to the owners of a field that she had worked at and asked to stay to live with them. They, having known her since childhood, since 13, they became very close to her and the several relatives. They took her in as part of their own. Family is for their own. They helped enroll her at IUSB, drove her back and forth every day to school, which was 45 minutes drive each way, as well as bought her entire wardrobe and took her out to dinner at expensive restaurants every evening. She was blessed to live with them almost a year before they provided the financial help to get her own place in South Bend. My mom attended IUSB and received her criminal justice degree. She went on to marry and have 3 daughters. She worked from the age of 13 all the way until now and has had no time off except for maternity leave. Being a minority in those times made it difficult, and therefore she experienced racism. But one incident stands out most was when my mom and dad had bought a home in Mishawaka, Indiana, in an all-white neighborhood. They were burned out of their home 3 different times. They were thankfully not in the home any of the times when the fire began. Someone had started a fire and caused severe smoke damage. After the repairs, another fire was set and caused extensive structural damage. After rebuilding, they bought a dog to deter any other fires, and the 3rd fire unfortunately took the entire house out, including the dog, went up to ashes. Surprisingly, a fireman living next door said he heard or saw nothing until the next morning. They went on to buy another home in South Bend. Although my mom experienced this, she never let it affect her as she treated others. She's the most forgiving person I know. She taught us faith in God, to love and respect and have compassion for one another and all people. She has helped us set goals for us, encouraged our education, and is easily to talk to. She has taught us by example. During the winter months, she shovels the sidewalks for the elderly next door and clears off their cars. She bakes good for co-workers, is a blood donor, and works out to stay healthy. She keeps traditions alive during the holidays. All of her brothers and sisters and children come to our house to celebrate. Through the good times and the difficult times, she's there for me and my family. She always tries to put others first. She is a loving mother, wife, and grandmother. Thank you.
How long is that?